Rising gas prices, they're causing everybody to reconsider how they spend their gas money, when and where they drive. The rise in water in the Mississippi has caused people to reconsider a lot of things. This week the chapel staff met to consider how it might adjust to the rising expenses associated with ministry. Over the past few months we've experienced a shortfall, and so we have to focus primarily on what Jesus is focused on. The rising water, rising gas prices, all of it causes you to refocus, and the rising cost and the difference that we've experienced is causing us to refocus. In December, we have a very generous month, and from that we have a surplus that we can spread out over the first months of the new year. We've done that, and we've been spending out of that surplus. Recently we had to draw on a reserve that is designed to help us in unexpected expenditures and dips, but it came sooner than we thought heading into the summer. And so we have to make adjustments to cover a $14,000 a month shortfall. And as we, the staff, focus on that, we trust that God will lead us to make the appropriate adjustments. You can imagine they would be pretty significant. What do we need to simplify so we can do it creatively in ways that aren't so expensive? Now, Jesus had a way of always raising the bar and pointing people to what was most important. Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. This is what's most important. He went on to say the second is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. He focused people on what was most important. The other thing that he told his disciples was to be about his business, the Great Commission, to go into all the world and make disciples, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Those are the things that we are trying to refocus on. So if we get an extra $14,000 a month from here to the end of the year, that would be wonderful. If we don't, we're going to make the adjustments to do the ministry God's called us to do. What I'm asking you is to consider, are you going to make the adjustments so that you have the time and the talent and the resources to invest in what's most important to Jesus? If that's true, money's rarely an issue. So as we look at this little field that's coming up, it reminds me of Jesus' phrase and statement, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest. In other words, pray for harvest hands. We have a lot of things going on at the chapel that are wonderful. Hundreds of college students, but there are thousands on the campus. Hundreds of families involved in our church, but there are thousands in our city that are unchurched and don't know Jesus. And so as we head out into the harvest field, we invite you to join us, and we'd ask you to reconsider your priorities and think about, is my life, my family prioritized around God's great commandment and great commission? So come on and join us.